Straight out of Compton, original streets. Grew up with the lion, see what the criminals see. Now he a giant and a pivotal key. Got it down to a science, this the visual streets. He came up with Bullet, he came up with Turtle. Lived life to the fullest, he put it all in the journal. We dodging them bullets, we jumping them hurdles. It's the Hood Postman, we in the streets universal.
Hood Postman, Professor Belly Bell. This is not a glorification or a glamorization. This is an education. You can go anywhere in the world and get a couple of lies, but you come right here to get your truth. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, share, drop a comment down below. So when the dope content hit, it'll feel like it's the first and 15th. Lock the door.
Professor Belly Bell, the Hood Postman. Who are we with today?
Rolo.
Rolo, what's good, man?
Not too much, man. Just trying to chill, man.
That's good, man. That's been a lot, man, since we've been doing these interviews, man. For those who don't know, tell them where you from, Rolo.
I'm from West Side Denver Lane, LA, 106th Street, but I claim 109th Street.
We already don't travel down many paths when it comes to their history, but I want to know, is the Damu and Kiwe, and I'm adding them both, is the nature of them consistent or constant in being molded into today's culture by the behavior, or has that become like the ethnic identity of our people?
Well, they lost a big gap. See, a lot of people got to understand why they lost a big gap. Because when the crack epidemic came in, it took a lot of fathers out the household. When they took a lot of fathers out the household, and then they taught the mothers to turn the fathers in for spouse abuse, that was another 20 years gap. So when you got a 20 years gap, a kid don't even know who himself is. Mm-hmm. So now they trying to be somebody else and claim that they something else that they're not.
Well, in our culture, right, we have to get to a point where our mood doesn't shift based on insignificant actions of gangbangers. How do we even begin to address that?
First, you got to start with self, really. There's no book, there's no pill. The person individually got to understand himself and the things that he's doing. He got to look at his past and then understand his present, what he's making for the future. Is it going down the same path? Is it committing the same mold of life? And then if it is, he can understand. He just hitting his head against the wall like a retarded rat. You know what I'm saying? But if a man can change like a phoenix, he got to resurrect from his own soul. That means that he got to recognize everything what he did was wrong. And then he got to change it around and try something new. Because what they're doing in life, they can understand it's not. But what they're getting off of is the joy of another sad person in his ear that's telling him to come on, thinking it's what they're supposed to do, and it's not. And then you got to understand, it's the drugs too. Because you got to understand, for you to get high off your grandmother or somebody else's drug medication, you are a sick person. That is a height. You get what I'm saying to you? That is a height. So they got to change that also, you know. If they don't, it's like what I tell you, it's always with self. A person got to want to change, you know what I'm saying? And look at life different. They got to want something better for them, their brother, their sister, their mother. And they got to understand they live in a filthy life because they got to understand they hurt at night. They cry because of the drugs that they do. I was out there in the street. That's why I know. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we run to things that make us feel good at the moment and we in pain, but then when we by ourselves, we feel bottled up or we want to get back by somebody else. We don't want to act like we cry or it don't hurt. But it do hurt. People got to realize, you know what I'm saying? What you're doing is going to hurt your brother and your sister down the road.
Rolo, we can only, well, in a lot of cases, they can only be what they see. How do we address that?
Stop seeing what you're seeing because it's not working once again. They got to get to themselves. You got to, what I mean by you got to resurrect again like a phoenix, that means that you got to throw away all what you did and start over new. Ask what you did as a kid as you was coming up. Ask what you seen, what was working. Everybody right now, they like what they used to call us in the slave raccoon. Anything that shines, a nigga want to be in it. So right now we got raccoon on. You know what I'm saying? They got to control what they see. That's the 7 inner wounds. See, the 7 inner wounds is your 2 eyes, your 2 nostrils, your 2 ears, and your mouth. See, if you don't understand them 7 elements of life above your navel, instead of living below your navel, and then you ain't going to understand nothing. Because when you live above your navel, you can understand nothing but what? The spiritual world.
Have anything about the Damu and Kiwi lifestyle made us more successful, or has it
Made it worse.
made it worse? Explain.
Made it worse. Why? Because all of them, they didn't want to follow the rules. They made their own rules as they went on. Then all their rules is all backstabbing, and it's like jailhouse rules. Because the jailhouse niggas want to see their little homies come in there and visit them because they're in there alone and they don't want to see them to have nothing. And so when they can wake up and see that, and they can understand that, it's never going to work, you know? Because all what we think of now is just take, kill, rob, steal. That's our whole model. Nobody is trying to be a professor. Nobody's trying to be a doctor. But nobody's trying to be a commerce student. See, if we want laws to change, we got to apply for them jobs. You get what I'm saying? So if we don't apply for them jobs, of course, we got them same person who used to beat up in school or rob their granddaddy. Their kids grew up to be a cop to come get your ass. So it's going to have to be either or. Either you're going to keep on getting that did to you, or you're going to have to understand it's one way in life. That's walking the right line, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't have enough real, honest black people in the law enforcement. We need some in there. We need some good lawyers. We need some good businessmen. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be business orientated. Right now, everybody wanna be hip hop. Everybody want a quick dollar. Everybody wanna do what the Solomon and Gomorrah doing. You know what I'm saying? Sell their soul for real quick, or get their mama knocked off, or their baby knocked off, just to walk around with some gold teeth and a cheap ass chain. You know what I'm saying? All of them living in pain. If you look at them, once they get you, all they gonna do is use you as a sex baby and a drug baby. Look at Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne never look the same again. I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to say it.
When you meet someone in this culture, whether they're in hip hop or they somebody that's, you know, because it seems like the hip hop artist is like automatically for them to be claiming some neighborhood or be clicked up with something, but they come in trying to make themselves seem so hard. What's your thoughts on that when they, you know, when you looking at them, it's like, is it clownish or is it buffoonery? What is that?
It's clownish, because all of them make songs and saying that they was there or doing this or I'm turned up like this. Nigga, look at the years when you was out there on the street. Never. Now you're misleading kids. You see what I'm saying? So they're a jokester. You know what I'm saying? They lying. So when you see them by themselves, why you always turn around 360 degrees real quick if you a hardcore nigga? You get it? They're not hardcore. They stupidity. They should get that money, like I said. Go buy an empty lot, go buy some real seeds, get down there and sell more produce. Because you know what? You got to eat more than when you got to listen to somebody sing. See, they don't understand slow money is better than quick money. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know how to manipulate the Jews. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to get it from them and buy and say, I'm through. You know what I'm saying? But they want to keep on lingering on and bring down everybody else because they feel good about it. Because they want somebody else to go through what they went through, but they don't feel like, oh, I didn't have to. He did it too. See, that's what kind of niggas we are. You know what I'm saying? We the only race don't help each other. We the only race put down somebody else that's up. You know? I'm going to put it like this. Everybody put down Bill Cosby, right? But they don't understand. Bill Cosby didn't do nothing wrong. Bill Cosby was finna buy up, I don't know what, CBS and some other stuff. Oh no, they didn't want that man to have that. Bill Cosby was their #1 nigga. You get what I'm saying? But when Bill Cosby was finna do something for his people, like everybody waiting on this whole reparation, we ain't gonna get it. It's a big talk, been on news, July and past. You get what I'm saying? So they have to lie on Bill Cosby. Everybody believe it, but no, he didn't. Take it like Kobe. It's a cold thing, man. They only showed that commercial. They showed the incident one time on the news. See, that was a magnetic pulse that made the helicopter go down. See, when a helicopter go out of course and go crazy, it spin wild and go all kind of ways. But when you cut off the electrician and the electromechanic inside the helicopter so quick, it's going to spin toward down. That was a canyon. You should have heard the two white boys out the car with their dad. Here come the helicopter dad. It was coming through the canyon. And what the white boy do? Boom, boom. You can hear it. That's when the helicopter went boom, boom. Why? Because Kobe, he wanted his name for the black mama. Kobe was going to take in the lady basketball over there in Japan, China, wherever, up over the Asian country. Kobe, he was the #1 animated making movies, and Walt Disney didn't like that. You see what I'm saying? See how Kobe had his hand in a lot of shit, but people looking at it all like this. But when LeBron James came to the team, quote unquote, homosexual, queer, undercover, he got to have sex with everybody. That's why they got rid of him over there. His mama was the #1 hoe, giving up the team, giving out BD to the team. You see what I'm saying? So when LeBron James came, it's the same thing like what happened to the Lanes. B-Brazy. B-Brazy got the money for the check, right? #1 singer. You can listen to every singer over there. None of them can be like Braves. But when Braves got the money, all of a sudden, what happened to Braves? Huh? So you can understand about niggas. Niggas will get mad. They'll help. You can get them up, and they can be envy and jealousy. But when they get it, all they know is, now I got it. Now all I know is, let's go to war. I want to tear up. That's what all the rappers rapping about. I'm going to feed my people this dope. We're going to talk about guns. We're going to talk about killing each other. We're going to talk about this. None of them have a heart to say, I'm a psychopath. I'm going to die anyway. Let me tell you, death is promised to everybody. And that's what God wants to see. If you're going to die in righteous or wrong. You get what I'm saying? So all they have to do is speak the truth. Speak what they're doing. Don't wait till it's too late when they're going to come crucify your people. Like what we're doing now. So to get back to the Christian blood, yeah. Because now, what they're doing is now, they're extorting all the rappers. Extorting all the rappers, they got to get hooked up with the Numinology. So once they hooked up with the Numinology, that's what they're doing now. All of them, that's what they do. Because why? They're already homosexual. What is the Numinology? They're homosexual. So they already, 2 and 2 go together. You know what I'm saying?
Lock the door.
Straight out of Compton, original streets. Grew up with the lion, see what the criminals see. Now he a giant and a pivotal key. Got it down to a science, this the visual streets. He came up with Bullet, he came up with Turtle. Live life to the fullest, he put it all in the journal. We dodging them bullets, we jumping them hurdles. It's the Dahoodpostman, we in the streets universal.
Dahoodpostman, Professor Belly Mill. This is not a glorification or a glamorization. This is an education. You can go anywhere in the world and get a couple of lives, but you come right here to get the truth. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share, drop a comment down below. So when the dope content hit, it'll feel like it's the 1st and the 15th. Lock the door.